Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman, and this is Skyrim SE Retired Slow Play, Part 20. We're going to take up where we left off last time, and we had gotten a lead on the Moth Priest, who was supposedly the only person that could read an Elder Scroll, and our follower, Vampire Serena, happens to have an Elder Scroll. So we want to go into this particular location and Forebears Holdout and find or rescue that Moth Priest and get them back to the Fort Dawnguard so that the Moth Priest can read the Elder Scroll for us. And it seems to be really important in this fight with the vampires, and that's what Isran sent us to do, is to help with this situation, and that was Serena's suggestion. So we come into this huge cavernous room, and we can see there's not a whole lot here. We can see that there's some kind of weird thing in the middle there, and there seems to be a couple of people guarding the place, and probably vampires. That's what I'm gonna guess. And as I mentioned before, Serena seems to have absolutely no problem at all killing the vampires with us. At this point, I almost shot that guy, and I thought, you know what, let's wait and maybe get down a little further. And I thought, no, we'll go ahead and get him. I changed my mind, and then when I shot the ceiling, the vampire that was there, the thrall that was there, noticed us, and I thought, oh, that's not good. So I went ahead and killed him. So trying to find my way down here. Got to be a way down. It's like, okay, if I'd paid more attention, there's stairs right there. And head on down. And I'm looking in the back here in case there's a chest. And a death hound. See, Serena, she said, where'd you come from? That's what she says when there's something in the area, so it gives you a heads up. Where'd you come from? So, and when she says that'll teach you, or done and done, generally means whatever the threat was has been eliminated. So just again checking for chests and things. I think the way up is across the way over here, and there is a little bridge, so that's probably going to be our way in, or our way across. And just check along here. I don't see anything of value, really. This doesn't seem to be a high value area unless I completely miss it. I don't think so. Oh, jeez. Scare me to death, resurrecting things. I wish she wouldn't do that. It just scares me to death. And I think I'm being attacked by whatever it was I just killed. Oh well. It's okay. It's her defense thing that she has, and that's good. I'm kind of coming here kind of slow, looking around. It doesn't seem to be a whole lot here. It looks like what we need to do is go up, from what I can tell. And just looking around and see if there's any chests. I'm like, oh, there's a vampire thrall there. What you got? Not much. So these are stairs up, and a vampire fledgling. Oh, geez, hey, I think in here. And Serena's, whatever she resurrected died. Now she got another one. She's getting a vampire resurrected. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's check and see. Okay, this one has interesting things. Grilled chicken breasts. And a nice 225 vampire armor. So we'll take that. And I thought I would look around down here first, in case I missed anything, like a chest or whatever. And I don't see anything down here other than that, those doors that look blocked. So coming up top, it's like, okay, I think that's the one that we killed before from across the way. Nothing really. And it looks like a way to go is up, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't a chest or something of value back over here. Yeah, it looks like there's absolutely nothing. So Serena and her weird resurrected thrall, vampire thrall. I don't know when you resurrect them if they have the behaviors of what they were before. So like a One that shoots a bow and arrow? Interesting thought. So, do a quick save here because I know I'm getting to the place that I need to be. And I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be killed. Deactivate the magic barrier. It's like, okay, let me check around first. And I don't know why there's an Imperial soldier there. I could have slept in a coffin if I was so inclined to do so. I was really looking for stuff though, but it's just pointing out, aha, a chest. A nice chest, hopefully. Let's see what we got. Oh, some steel gold, an amethyst gold, and some lockpicks. So almost nothing in this chest. And just this glowing thing here. Nice to point out places to sleep if you are playing on survival mode because you have to sleep. And so I'm looking at this thing and thinking, all right, I know I'm supposed to deactivate the barrier. And it looks like there's something or someone inside that barrier. And let's see, we have to go up to do that. So climb on up these stairs. And take a little look-see around here. Again, looking for chests or anything of value, and I see absolutely nothing. So we're going to go down over on the other side and check around here too. Nothing. Okay, we picked up the waystone. We picked up the waystone focus off of one of the dead guys we killed, and when we activate that thing, the barrier goes down, and Daxion Evicus is trying to kill us, and apparently that's the Moth priest, and we're supposed to kill him, and he's gonna attack us. He's like being an enemy to us, so this is not good. Oh no! And that. Okay. So apparently we got him near death, and he turns into himself again. So we're going to talk to him here.
I'm quite all right, thanks to you.
The White Gold Tower,
is my name. I'm a Moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me.
Who knows what they were going to do with you? Oh, because we need you for the same purpose. You remember those Elder Scrolls?
You do? All right then. Enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll.
Figured out that's the best way to get him out of here, right? Just tell him, just get to the point.
I recall that the Dawn Guard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll.
Tell me where I need to go. Well, Fort Dawnguard, Stendar's Beacon.
Very well.
I need to go find Stendar's Beacon. I don't know what that is. A lot of people have mentioned it. Alright, so it tells us our next thing on this particular quest line is report our success to Isran. And I was just looking to see if she has any new conversation topics. So just checking here. So then I thought, you know what? I thought that I had already destroyed the Brotherhood, the Dark Brotherhood. I thought I had already completed that. And when I was going over this, I realized I had not. And so I thought, okay, I think there's a couple things that we could get off of our list here. The Pale Lady, that was that weird place that we ended up, Frostmere Crypt or whatever it is. And I had forgotten about, well, I didn't forget about that, but I hadn't done it yet. So I'm just kind of just looking at the various things that we haven't done yet, that are not main quests, just some side stuff. I'm definitely going to wait on the Dragonborn. I know that we need to go, I think it's Windhelm is the Redguard woman, and I think she's in Windhelm. So, you know, I was thinking of, let's kind of look in the directions that we can do things along the way, so that we're not traversing across the country and not doing anything. So that's why I'm checking this out and checking my map and trying to be, more productive and more organized with it. There's that Frostmere Crypt with the Pale Lady. That's right by Dim Hollow Crypt. That's how we accidentally come across that quest. So apologize here while I'm trying to figure this out and thinking it through and where am I and how far and whatever. And I didn't mark anything to go to, but I knew where I was going. It's like, well, I guess we could follow that guy all the way. No, we're not going to follow that guy. Oh, these stupid death hounds. I mean, if you're early on, it would be great to have collars for 50 that you're not even going to get 10 for. I seem to be not even getting 50%, not even a quarter in some cases. So I still need to work on that and why that is. So anyway, no, we're not going to follow him all the way out because he's going a different direction. So undoubtedly, by the time we get to Fort Dawnguard, he'll be there, and we can talk to him at that point. So I don't even know what's marked, but I'm just trying to figure out, is there any place in here I haven't really checked out? Because I thought, for some reason, I thought I had seen a word wall in here. And maybe it's because everything is curved in here. So I just kind of want to wander around and double check in case I've missed anything. And I don't think that I did, but it was worth checking into. Again, I've mentioned before that waterfalls, you can go, if you walk through them, sometimes you'll find chests or you'll find secret entrances or whatever the case may be. So that's what I was doing. I was looking around in here just to see, make sure I didn't miss anything. 'Cause I mean, again, all of these walls are curved and they all look like word walls. So I was just trying to make sure that I didn't miss one somewhere. So you have to pardon me for double checking. I just don't want to miss anything as important as a word wall. I mean, I'm sure that I will along the way. I was thinking, was I up there? I can't remember if I was up there. Like, duh, yes, I was. So anyway, I'm just kind of looking around. So forgive me for just a minute. I mean, doesn't this look like a place? Doesn't these all look like you could have 6 word walls in here? They're all curved walls. And they're big and spacious. So, I don't know. I don't even know. So I'm like, let's get on with it. Let's go on the other side. One more look just in case. Here comes somebody in after us. So maybe it's a chest. Maybe I missed a chest. No, I don't think I did. If you've ever explored this area more than I have, and you did find something cool, let me know. But I didn't see anything besides what we already got. I didn't hear any chanting walls. But man, it sure looked like there should have been. I really don't know how many words of power there are. I've never looked that up, so I have no idea. I really don't use the shouts very much. I suppose I should, but I never really have. I play on very easy mode because I'm not interested in fighting and dying over and over again and reloading. To me, that's the opposite of fun. So I just don't do it. So that's why I play on such an easy level. And the result of that is that you end up not needing things to survive as much like you would if you were playing much harder. You're going to need those shouts. That guy, Moth Priest, is taking his walk. He's going to be a while. So we'll do some other things instead. Wait for him to show up. We got things to do. Places to go. People to see. So let's get the horses, which are way back at Dragonbridge, I think. But I love Convenient Horses has these horns that you can use to immediately call your horse. Oh my gosh, how many times have you lost horses in Oblivion? I lost track. It's like, okay, I guess I ended up buying about 3 different ones because I could never remember where they were. How annoying is that? Oh, the frustrations of the adventurer. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to that other crypt that we had stumbled across when we were looking for Dim Hollow Crypt. And there was some kind of a bandit that was coming out, and the other bandits, she was fighting them all. And she said something about some sword or something. And said, you're welcome to it, or whatever. So we're going to go back to that crypt, assuming, of course, we can find it, and go see what the deal was. We're not that far away, and it looks like it's right on the road, more or less, close enough. If I recall, there was a marker off the road, and it was past Morthal and the Stone Hills mining camp or something. So it shouldn't be too difficult to find it, and I shouldn't get lost on the way. And of course, should is the operative word. I really want to not bore you with me getting lost as much as possible. And if you haven't watched any of my other episodes, if I get hopelessly lost, I will either cut it out of the video or I will speed through it so that you don't have to suffer along with me. So, so far so good. We're not lost today, and we're, not even 20 minutes in, so I think we are ahead of the game on this one. So I think it's interesting that you see people wandering along on their horses. I was watching that one going, where exactly are you going? Sometimes they just wander along and then they turn around and come back the other way. So I don't know if we should stop and talk to them. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if it's just part of the countryside. I just don't know. So looks like we're heading in the right direction. It looks like our frost spider caught up with us. I'm trying to ignore it, and apparently it either went away or Serena got it with their sword that I gave her. So we'll kind of start keeping an eye out for better swords for her, because it seems to be, I don't know, she was using a dagger. That's what she had on her. I suppose we could be looking for daggers. I don't know if that's what she prefers. Not sure. It seemed like Mercurio always liked swords. I don't know. So I don't know if it matters what weapons. I guess I could give her one of each type, a dagger, a sword, a bow with some arrows, and see what she ends up choosing. I guess that would be a good way to do it. I've never really thought about it, to be honest with you. So, we might give it a try and see what she chooses to use along with her magery, which she has some good magery, no doubt. She is a vampire, though, so who knows? Vampires seem to use a lot of magic, at least the ones that have attacked me have. So, not sure. So we're just now passing some kind of camp or something right there. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't that much further down. Our compass is still saying it's up here on the right somewhere. And we haven't passed it yet, so I think we're not lost so far. Yay! We stopped there one time and checked out the dead stuff there and cleaned it out. It's like, I think it's up this way. Here's a path and a marker. And stairs. And will it tell us? Where? I think it already told us and I just missed it. So we already checked these dead guys here. And we got a couple things. Learn about the theft in Frostmere Crypt and find the stolen sword. So we've got a couple things. So I think that pretty much all we need to do is go inside. Look at that shield just laying there, and when I bump into it, it falls somewhere. I don't even know where. Sometimes gravity breaks, I think. But just checking these weapons here just in case. Looking around for Serena. She hasn't caught up with me yet. Aha, there she is. We are good to go. I didn't see anything outside here. And always check an entrance because you never know when you might find something good. I don't really see anything here unless you're into dead rabbits. And an urn. 2 gold. Not really much to speak of. Frostmere Crypt. In we go. Oh, well, nice. Right at the front door, a healing potion. I think we're getting way too many healing potions. We probably ought to sell some soon, since we're not using that much. Because I have, you know, rapid healing. Man, so much major, I don't get much damage. Bandit right there, wanted to be dead. Happy to oblige. So, I don't know, and there's another one. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, Serena. Great, she resurrected the one that I killed. Like, really, girl? Let's see what we got in here. Oh, I hate it that her resurrected humanoids groan and moan like zombies. It's awful. They sound horrible. Kill Isra and Roger on sight at 100 gold to whoever brings me their head. So someone named Kira, I don't know, Crier. I can't say the words very good of the various NPCs. Well, this one had quite a big, you know, 500, 450 gold staff. Really? And as always, I want to check when I see a room off to the right. I took a quick peek in there to make sure there's not something that I need. So a couple of these bounty notes. So in case there's something that I can use or need, 200 armor. That's, you know, half is 100. I was told to avoid these type of ruins. Sorry, dear. This one shouldn't be too hard. We're getting, our lockpick is just increasing. This was nice. Gold, soul gem, a healing potion. That's not too bad. So that was nice. Look at her holding her sword there. Oh gosh, dude, you're creepy. Oh, that guy was leaning on the gate and he fell. Gravity is kind of fun and interesting and gross at the same time sometimes. Yeah, let's see what we got in here. Some healing potion and a moaning zomboid. This I wasn't really sure. It's like there's doors straight ahead, but this looks like I should check this out. And it looked like this is a gateway. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like, I almost killed him. Oh, jeez Louise. Ugh. Barred from the other side. Okay. So we are going to have to continue on in. And go around our zombie. Thought maybe it would have information for us. It really doesn't. And if you're into really getting immersed in this game in a magnitude 1,000 times above my head, You should pick up and read all of these books. There's so many side stories, and very interesting. Some of them are really funny. Some of it refers back to previous Elder Scroll games. So it looks like there may be a bandit.
Knew I heard something.
Oh. I didn't realize that was the one I needed to kill, so obviously I did. Get some lockpicks. Bandits are usually pretty good for getting some of those. I'm double checking. A lot of blood. Gross. Thief of the Virtue? I don't think so. So, my pointer's telling me that there's a guy around the other side of the wall. And there's one here too, supposedly. Or something here. And there's a log. So, they're definitely a gang of thieves. And they're talking about the caravans that they attack. And that they're going through this crypt trying to see what's in this crypt. There's a giant cavern, and and it's forest-like, and there is a sword all laid out, some kind of monument, but it says it's strange. Cat's gone crazy all of a sudden. He can't focus. He keeps muttering to himself. He's gone from the best raider to our worst botched 2 jobs just today. Okay. He's asking to see my sword, begging to borrow it. So something weird is really going on here. I do check occasionally tables and things like that, because occasionally you'll see gold in there. And I also pick up things for eventual children, and I like to have things to be able to give them. So clothes and toys and things like that. So that's why you see me picking up sometimes. I'm going to have a family. Yes, I'm one of those. So double checking. You never know. Oh, and there's something else here. Another book. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Giving an incentive to the best diggers. They did find something. We had to take a look, and it's a whole forest was like swallowed up by the earth. The big old monument out in the center. So KYR, Kier, took the sword from it as a trophy, and poof, his whole plan was finally paying off. For once, he might be right. Rogier's been having nightmares over the past few days. He keeps muttering about the pale lady, one of those swamp women. It's getting worse. Rogier can barely sleep at all now. He dozes, he wakes up screaming, so he's having horrible nightmares. So this doesn't sound too good. Maybe that's why whatever her name was, I don't remember who it was, went come running out. So Rogier. Sounds like the sword was like a bad deal, and it made them go a little on the crazy side. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. I take this pickaxe for a reason. I thought, oops, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Serena. And I was curious if when I'm doing mining, if my follower will do the mining as well. And so I didn't know. So that's why I'm giving her a pickaxe. And we'll find out if I do any kind of mining, or if I use a pickaxe, if she actually uses a pickaxe too. So that's why I gave it to her. So we'll find out. I don't know. It sure would be nice if I could have some help with my mining activities. She does other things. We saw her chopping wood, and it's like we come to this big room, and it's like got two bandits down here. Well, I'll take it. One of them had some magic. Done and done. Yes, they are. Done and done. So, take a look around here. Little girl's yellow dress. And I decided to go ahead and pick up the fishing rod because I know that the anniversary edition, even if you don't have it, it added things to the special edition, which is what I have. It added fishing, and I don't know if it's more than just fishing. I don't know the answer to that question. But I thought, you know what, I hadn't picked up a fishing rod yet. This one's free. We'll pick it up. Maybe we'll find out. So take a look here. It looks like this. There's a path across here, but there I don't see a chain or anything to pull. We'll go find out because apparently there's bandits here and a way to get around it. I like it that she confirms done and done. Yes, we are. Presently, there may be more bad guys. We don't know yet. Oh, how about the one right behind me? Oh my gosh. They sneak up behind me because I'm not paying attention. Why didn't Serena kill them to begin with? I don't know. You can help out anytime. And obviously there are a lot of beds here. For those playing on survival mode, you're going to need those. So I guess they're all over the dungeons. And I don't know how much you need to sleep, how often. Uh-oh, another bandit somewhere. I don't know how often you need to sleep. I don't really know anything about the survivor mode. And I've mentioned in previous episodes, I don't know if I'll ever play survival mode. And the reason that I'm hesitant, I think it would add some really cool realism, with one exception. You get cold. You get really cold. And to the point where it starts damaging your health and your stamina, and I don't know if it does your magic. I'll put that door down, or gate down over there. I don't know what all it damages, but it just because, I mean, every place around here is cold. I mean, every place, 3/4 of the map is cold. I don't think that that's particularly fair, because you can't do anything to get warm except get inside. Oh, no. Looks like I've been infected with vampirism. So we'll go back to that in a minute. It's like, it's not fair to me to be cold, and the only way to get warm is to get inside, which you can't always do. And you can't put like warm clothes on to get warm. You have to be by a fire or go inside. So that doesn't seem fair. If this survival mode was editable, meaning I could, turn off or on certain features, then I would consider it. And I probably should look into it. It looks like there's some more bandits down here ahead of us. I just heard some talking. I also got a courage spell tome. I don't know if it's anything I'll ever use, but I don't sell spell tomes. Look at that idiot. It was just standing there with his back. Another one. This one's got fire. This one has fire magic and it's kicking my butt. I'm kind of ignoring it because it's not kicking my butt too bad. I don't know if she took care of it or what. I don't see it on my list anymore. Took a moment to go ahead and heal myself real quick. Didn't need to, but I want to increase my restoration skill. So it's like, okay, which way do we go? Which way do we go? I don't know for sure. So this looked like a dead end, but I did want to check it, and then it's like activate torch, and I thought, what does that do? And it's like totally forgot that it takes the torch. Like, okay, put it back. Let's get going. Ah, rock slide! It's like, ow! Stepped on something or tripped a wire or something. I don't know what I did, so in the meantime, it's like, let's heal up a little bit. Especially if we got more bandits that we gotta kill.
Time to end this.
Oh, here comes one. Down you go. Sliding down. 9 gold and an amethyst. Thank you so much. Appreciate the stuff. And this looks like a dead end, but I wanted to check for any chests or anything here. Didn't see anything, so we obviously got to go the other way. This looks like a place where there used to be draugrs. Right now it looks like really old, so they seem to be mostly dead. I haven't seen a draugr, I don't think. So it's like, okay, we got to go through that door. And we'll check the urn first for the healing potion. Thank you very much. So, okay, in we go. Aha, Frostmere Depths. So, we're going to get further down in, and look at this. They're right. There is a forest, and look at this. Here's Kier or whoever.
Finally, someone came.
Kyr. The cat. Rogier ambushed him? He's trying to take the sword back.
He's trying to take the sword
He don't
back.
seem to be doing too good.
I can't.
And he keels over. And he doesn't have any kind of a weapon of worth on him. I mean, there's nothing. So obviously that he lost the fight. And it's like, you know what? We better save here. I mean, yeah, it auto-saved, but anyway, this is like a really strange place. It says to banish the pale lady. And I see these wisps were coming at us, but they weren't attacking us. It's like, okay, we don't need to deal with those. But then there is the pale lady.
Where'd you come from?
Ugh. I don't know who or what I hit. It wasn't the pale lady. Destruction increase. That's cool. Getting pretty high. Oh my gosh, there's multiple pale ladies. Where's the real one? Okay, I know it seems like there's one more. It says I banished the right one, the pale lady. My restoration now is up to 26, so that's good. Oh, I missed something. Firebolt. I really like to do a frost one, but right now I've got lightning strike and a firebolt, so I got 2 different ones. And 14 gold. Soul gem, single piece of gold, can't leave that. Let's see if there's anything else around here, an ash pile, just wisp and glow dust. Nothing that we are using or collecting right now. Aha! Pale blade. Target does 10 points of frost and 20 points of stamina damage. So we find the stolen sword, and that quest now is considered completed. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to follow up on. So it's okay. So the whole point of this quest was to find that sword, and we did. And banished the pale lady in the process. So quite an interesting little side quest that gave us a sword. I thought I'd look around here. You never know what you're gonna find, right? See, I went behind the waterfall. There was nothing there, but you never know when there might be. So, you know, quick look-see. Such an interesting place. It does look like the cave swallowed up a forest. So it's kind of interesting looking, kind of beautiful. Mist everywhere. I was just checking my map to see if there, if there's any obvious places that I didn't see in this area, or that I didn't go to in this area. Looks like there was a path. I wasn't sure. I thought, what the heck? Let's go check it out and see. And looky here. Looky here. It's a master lock chest. I'm going to save right before. We do have 81 lockpicks, and our skill is getting better, but a master, I mean, you never know how long that's going to take. My increases have, the skills that I bumped up with my perks have helped, but you never know how long this is going to take and how many lockpicks you're going to use. I've mentioned only once, I think, in this series so far that I really liked the lockpicking animation on Skyrim pretty much better than any of the other Elder Scrolls games. This looks like you're picking a lock. I mean, it's so much better. Better. Oblivion, that's my favorite game in the series. This is 10 times better than that lockpicking animation. This is picking a lock with your lock pick and a knife that you don't have, an invisible knife that you carry around with you, I guess. So I got it, not too bad. It increased my skill, and look at this, some decent armor worth quite a bit. I won't use it, but I mean, my goodness. So really worth those lockpicks to get that, everything but the hide armor, which is only worth 50, which means I get 10 or 11, 12 for it. So it wasn't worth it. So that was a worthy side jaunt. Just looking around. I want to be sure I'm not missing anything here. It's such a interesting place. Okay, where's she going? And looky here to the right. Do you hear that? Do you see that? We got a word wall, word of power, and ice form is what we got. So that was worth looking around. I wonder how many times people skip those really crazy little side quests that end up in this little crypt and end up with a word. And so what I did is here, take a quick look of the words that I currently have. And you have to use dragon souls to open them. And I only have 2 dragon souls currently. And so Mark for Death is one that I've used in the past. I really like to get the other 2 words because it makes it way more powerful. But so I was just kind of taking a look here. It's been a long time since I even looked at that to see what I had. So I was really excited to see how many I had. I know we need to start killing dragons, and we will, because I've just kind of been avoiding it. I haven't chased down any dragons. Sometimes you can see them off in a distance and kind of chase them down. Sometimes they practically land on top of you when you're just standing around. So we need to do more of that, and we will. I've been singularly focused on getting to the point of having Serena. Oops, there's a trip right there. What is it? It looks like, I don't know. I can't tell what it is. So I jump over it, and I don't know if she will. And it looks like I couldn't tell if she did or not. It's like, okay, what is this? We're just leaving here. Big water area. It's like I have an inability to not check under if I can tell it's deep water, because you never know when you're going to find a chest or something valuable. Like here's 2 soul gems laying there in this little pool and a chest. And it takes a depth. I don't know how my level. I don't know what the level is. Like skill is at 31. I don't know if that's a depth or not. But you know what? it's worth a few lockpicks just to see if we can get it open, and who knows, we might get something really super valuable in it. We got plenty. We got 65 lockpicks, so we have more than enough to try something like this. And just 9 gold, so that's okay. We got extra skills, and look at this, an orcish battle axe worth 165, and it was wavering there. I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. Then I noticed that my health started going down, so I can't stay underwater indefinitely. So that was kind of a reminder. It's like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't be hanging out. Oops, I use healing hands instead of heal. I gotta get rid of that. When I get rid of that healing hands, then it will be more obvious, because the necromancer healing other, or whatever it's called, is the one that I'll be using to heal her. So anyway, we had tried to come through this door from the other direction, and it was barred, so now we can come through here. And I don't know if we should have already searched in here, and shouldn't have too much to deal with on the way out, I wouldn't think, unless we bypassed some bandits or something that were already hidden somewhere. What I'm doing here is realize I had not picked a quest to mark our map. So then I realized, yeah, I needed to do that. I had not at this point finished the Destroy the Dark Brotherhood, which was something I wanted to do. So I felt dumb. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I thought I did that. It's like, oh, okay. So I got it. I had to pick a quest so that it, getting some pointers, just at least to get us out of the dungeon or whatever. So anyway, we're gonna head on out here and head on our way and decide what we're gonna do next. So this gets us out of the dungeon and going somewhere. So there's Serena. Hello, lady. It's like, oops, nope. Go back down the right way. I thought I saw something. It's like, what? Did I see something? No, your horse is right there. So I know that to get to the sanctuary where we're going to kill the Kithis or bandits or whatever they are, we probably need to go south. So I'm trying to decide where exactly I want to go first. So we're gonna hop on our horses and get the heck out of here. And trying to stay on roads, I turn around so I can get back to the main road that got us in this little path that took us up to that crypt. So get back to this main road here. It's like, yep, I'm on a road. You can see the beautiful northern lights. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. I've never seen northern lights in my real life before. My husband has, but I haven't seen it before. And so to me, it's just really beautiful. And I get to experience something in another world that we actually have in our world too. Something very mystical and magical about it. On the way to solitude, huh? Isn't solitude the other way? I'll have to look. I thought it was all the way the other direction. There's a wedding. I think that there's something. I think that's part of. And I gotta remember I have a level up available. I'll get to that sooner or later. Feeling rather chilly. See, the thing is, with the survival mode, this whole time that I'm be traveling along here, as far as I know, This would be a cold area and it would cause a problem. So, I don't know. Where the heck am I going? Am I lost already? A little bit. Tiny little bit of backtracking. Cozy fire off to the right there. Suppose if I was cold, I could cozy up to that fire. Assuming I didn't have, well, I guess I could kill something and get it out of my way. I don't know. I have no idea. I never talked to anybody that's played that mode yet, so I don't know. If you know something about it, you can tell me. In the comments below, which I do appreciate, and I do read, and I do respond. Also, if you happen to know if you can change settings in survival mode, let me know too, because I don't know anything about it other than what I saw that it changes, which some of it's pretty cool. But, there we go. I think I'm getting back on track. Some of it's really interesting, and I think it would really add a lot to the immersion. The need to eat, the need to sleep, all those things. You know, on the map, if you look at this, it shows you going right through the middle of that fort. Right through the middle of it. Now, to go through the middle of a fort is to... It doesn't... It didn't look right to me. I was confused by it. It's like, okay, there's the road. The road goes through the fort. To me, it looked like on the map that you should be able to go around it. It goes right by it. See how the road goes right by the fort? It's not, it doesn't seem to be doing that in actuality. It's going right through the middle of it. So forts are problematic because there's bad guys in the forts most of the time. So I thought, well, I'll go around the fort. Even though there doesn't seem to be a road, I'll just go around it if I can get around it. Just didn't make sense to me. Still, I was like, all right, now I'm around the back of the fort. Is this a case where the road doesn't match the actuality in the world? Or is it, am I looking at that wrong? I mean, I get lost enough without stuff like that. So I went all the way around the fort, and there's the road. And what happens? The bad guy comes out. Thug, bandit thug. And there's like 6 of them.
Where'd you come from?
Okay. Ugh. Your horse explodes, of course. I really need to use that to my advantage more. Meaning, it's going to explode, so I should have pulled her right into the middle of that fort first and let it explode in there. That would have been a better idea. Yeah. Alright, too many, we can handle it. Got him in the back. What do you think, Savannah? Did we get them all? I have no idea. I had not planned on stopping by here, but hey. Ooh, I should have healed her right there. Her health was down. So, very, very strange about the road situation. It's like they built a fort in the middle of the road, like it didn't exist before. I don't know. Very confusing and frustrating, and I was annoyed. It's like, okay, let's get going. And the fort and the thugs are behind us now. Do you know if you kill everyone in those forts, if they respawn? I never really thought about that. I've never really gone back to check. Never thought about it till this moment. So, okay. This may be the long way around to where we needed to go, but, you know, at least we're sticking to roads, mostly. And frost spiders. Hate them guys. So we're going to ignore them. I was looking around to see if she was killing them. It's like, nope, she's just following along with me. And she's ignoring them too, at least from what I can tell. Yeah, let's see. Well, he didn't try to kill us. Let's check these road signs and figure out where the heck we're going. And I think that we're going to stop off at our house again. Remembered we ordered a ton of lumber to be sent to the house. So in theory, if we have enough ore, or ingots actually, we might be able to get quite a bit of building done on our house. Look off to the right, there's a huge fire. I think that's giants and mammoths. Yep, there's our big stones that indicate there's giants and mammoths there. So if you went in and you killed all the giants and the mammoths in a certain area, do they respawn? I have no idea. Never done it because it's really hard to kill them. Let me try it sometime if we save right before. You know, interesting experiment. I don't experiment very much. I probably should do that more. I should adventure more and I should experiment more. I should save more right before I do something crazy just to try something. I don't know. I don't do things like that. I should. It'd make for more interesting gameplay, I guess. And I would learn more and wouldn't have to ask you guys questions like that. Because I would bet you that some of you are way more experienced with experimenting than I am. I do it very, very little. It's like, yep, just keep right on going south. South on the big open road in the middle of the night. I saw that and I wanted to see if there was a blacksmith there. It's just a farm, but every once in a while you'll go by a place and it's actually got a blacksmith and you can sell stuff there. So I'm always looking to get my ideas on where I can sell things so that I'm not overloaded all the time. Since I don't increase my stamina too much, I'm constantly, you know, getting kind of loaded down. Especially if you have a pretty large ruin or something where you have just a ton of stuff. That you end up carrying, and it helps to have your followers with you, you know, I like to sell things along the way simply because the merchants don't have a whole lot of gold, and if you get it, look at that giant standing right there. There's a giant standing right there. I didn't stop because I didn't want to get in a fight with him, but he's in a really bad spot. What the heck is he doing there? I don't recall seeing a giant right there. That's a bad thing, so that was not good. So I decided to go ahead and stop in Whiterun, and this way we can sell some stuff, because it seems like we had quite a bit on us, and I got a couple other reasons that we'll check out here, but this way we can get some rest, if depending upon the time. I think it's the middle of the night, and check out the merchants in the morning. So that was my plan. That was my goal, and I'm sticking to it. You notice those load screens are just a fraction of what they used to be, and that is a result of the anniversary edition that upgraded the special edition. It made those load screens just, you can't even read the text on the screen anymore. Which, you know, if you've read it 100 times or 1,000 times, you don't need to. And so I thought that's kind of interesting that those load screens are so much faster. I've seen that mentioned other places. So it's like, give me a room.
Anyway, what do you need?
She's talking about she might sell the place to Yazalda or whatever her name is. So, it's like, okay, that might be a potential quest line that we pick up. I don't know. I understand about retiring. I did last year.
Let me know if there's anything else.
Which is why I have time for stuff like this. Alrighty. So it's basically 3 o'clock in the morning. So we want to sleep until we know the merchants are open. 8:52 they should be open by then. Merchants and other people we might want to chat with. And I'm well rested. And she's just standing there.
What a curious city.
What a curious city. It's also open. I thought that was an interesting comment she made. I don't know what she meant by open.
Yes, Mom?
We're running.
So, from where we take our nightly rest, we've got some places we can look at. The apothecary here. I don't think we really have anything to sell,
If not, let me know.
but it's worth checking.
Stored away. How do you feel?
And then she reminded
You might be
me,
sick.
I think you might be sick.
Take a look.
And I really appreciated her telling me that, because I forgot I was sick, and I don't know how long I've been sick. Double checking anything that I would want to sell, and actually I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to actually use pretty much everything that I have in my pack, especially that cure disease potion. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot. So I wanted to show you what that looks like when you have affected by vampirism. It says reduced health, sanguine vampirus, reduced by 25. So my health was lower than it would be otherwise. So I cure it, and that goes away. So I'm cured of vampirism. So I got to learn how to make cure potions or buy them all the time, because now you can see that that effect was gone. So I wanted to double check to make sure. Look at her. She just sat down. She does so many cool things. I don't remember Mercurio sitting down like that. I'm trying to find the door out. How ridiculous! Like, I want to go out. I don't remember him doing that. I mostly remember him being in my face when I turn around. So I thought that was kind of interesting that she would sit down. She, like I said, so far we've seen her pick eggs and chop wood, and now she just sat down. Isn't that funny? How the different. I don't know if all of them are different individually. If they all do stuff. I don't know. Ugh. I hate it when you try to select something. You saw it turn white, right? I pick miscellaneous, and it keeps going right back to the previous screen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to make that happen, but it just annoyed the crud out of me. It's like, okay, I pick each one. I mean, I guess I could have given that. It's not worth anything, but why keep it in my pack? And I pick it again. I'm trying to pick miscellaneous. Oh, how frustrating is that? I don't know why that happens. Why my mouse is doing that. I don't know. It's always annoyed me about this game. Because it's always done that. So really, I don't have anything that he would buy. I guess he'd buy bonded iron armor. I want to sell him things that other people won't buy, and I just don't have very much. And they said, oh wait, I got these robes. I'm not a conjurer, and I'm not going to wear them. She's not going to wear them. She's already got her own armor. So I was just making sure. Okay, now I got him down to 15. I got to be more thoughtful in the way that I'm selling things. That was a general store.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you. No, even if you are my ally.
Kids smack talking each other while they play. I come down here. talk to the smith here and see if they will buy some of the vampire armor that I have. That's really all I have, I think. Okay, see the corundum ingots? We need those badly because I have not come across hardly any corundum ore, just very, very little. And that's just me not being very observant. So I decided to go ahead and buy some because we need to get going on some things with our house. Also, when you buy that order cup, look at her gold now. So if I had some expensive items to sell, she would have so much more gold. So if there's ever anybody that you need to buy from and you need them to have more or gold, that's one way to make it happen. So I'm reading this description of the Pale Blade and I stupidly sold it. I should not have done that. I should have given that to Serena. That's a better one than she has. So, I was so mad at myself. I was like, that was just dumb. So, anyway, our gold's up to 17,000, so that's a good thing. And I'm double checking real quick. I could have, at this point, I hadn't realized that I had sold that sword when I didn't mean to. So, it's gone. It's okay. And I thought what I'd do is go in and check inside and see if this guy has any corundum ore.
We've got small weapons as well as
Olberth
big.
War Bear.
Blades,
Do you have any?
helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
And he does. He's got ingots. So that's 11. That's 19. So that'll give us 19 of them. So as I've said before, I'm trying to find as much of the materials as I can before buying, and I just I didn't have any choice in the matter. I had to buy it because otherwise it would have taken like 10 times longer to finish out our house, at least the framing of the various sections, the main section, or the entrance, the main, and then the three sides along, three pieces along, the three additions on the outside. And so that's why I bought that. I was kind of looking at those books again thinking, I wonder about that whole thing. Yeah, I probably should have kept that. It's really hard looking back and seeing the mistakes that you make. The things that you shouldn't have sold. Go ahead, sell
Good
this after
doing business with
zombies.
You look like maybe you need a new weapon. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your... All right
No,
then.
I missed it. So, because I think it's in the other. Look at her sitting by the fire. That's so cool. I love it that she does these various things. It's so different. I don't know if all the flowers are individual or not.
There's a house for sale. Breeze home. We should talk to the steward.
And so, what I had been thinking here is that maybe we should pick up a few quests while we're here. I want to finish as many of the local quests, for lack of a better word.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's
And
life. When I hold my daughter
before
in my
getting
arms,
further into the
I know I
Civil
made the
War,
right choice.
especially this town here. I sometimes the war makes you not be able to do quests, I think, and I kind of wanted to get some more done before we
I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's
did
trophy.
any more. So I'm just going to wander around and talk to a few people.
I tracked it to a
He
group of
needs help
bandits
finding
nearby,
a sword.
But I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun
He
guards.
said
or
I need
maybe
to find
hire
the
their
sword, but I can't
companions
do it
together.
myself. I can either
I don't know why I'm
hire some
saying this,
guards or
but
some extra
if you find it
companions.
out in your travels,
And
I'd be grateful to you.
he says, but if you find it, let me know. So Armin's family sword inside White River
No,
Watch.
I'm not.
So that puts
like
another
we've got
quest
something in
on
common
our
then.
quest
No,
log.
I'm a red guard.
And I didn't
Family
even check
hails
to
from
see
the
where it
Imperial
is.
province.
I'm just
When
kind
I
of
left
wanted to
home
make
when
sure I
was
had
just
the
a lad.
all the
Been
conversations with
wandering
him
ever
that
since.
I could have. He does apparently
If you find
training,
that
and I
sword,
don't
please
of
bring it
things
to
that
me.
I don't need help in. So I want to make sure that the one that I wanted was still listed. The one that we're on. So it's right there. White River Watch. It's just right there. Which isn't too far away. but I'm just not quite ready to go there.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those stats shopkeepers.
It's always true.
Yeah, I'm not
My
gonna
wife's a
barter
good
with you.
woman.
So, you know, just kind of walking around,
Well met,
chatting
Raph.
with random
What brings you
people
to Whiterun?
to see if they have any quests. I'm here to help.
Truly? By sure, this city could use
Well,
more
thank
like
you. I'm doing the best that I can.
Best head up to Dragon's Reach then.
And in case you had not been up to
See the
Dragon's Reach,
He's
this is
more
kind of a
than Whiterun.
pointer guy that says,
can
hey, go
set you
talk
on
to
the
the
path.
Earl. And I could have asked him if he knew anything about work, but really I didn't think he would be a main quest guy. I know there's a couple of more quests that we could pick up nearby. I was just trying to hurry and pick up a few things if we could, and I wasn't as thorough as I probably should have been. But, you know, getting a few and having a conversations with people is always a good thing. Because you never know when you're going to find one that's going to have a major or really interesting quest that gives you bonus points with the citizens of the area. Yeah, dragons are a problem.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
And I remembered we were looking for a Red Guard woman. Do you remember that? And for some reason, that's Delphine. Ha! What is she doing here? I don't know why she's hanging out in the bar. So I was looking for this Red Guard woman in this town, and I thought there was something about her being here. So I'm just kind of looking around to see if I can find her. Easily, if not. And you looking back here, who is it? Her name is
What can
Sadia,
we do for you?
and
you
we
sure?
tell her that someone's looking for a Red
Oh,
Guard
no.
woman,
They
and
found
this
you?
is her. She's
I
the
need your help,
one.
please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately.
Quickly.
And it says we've finished that, we found her, and we can either speak to her or inform Alec, or how the heck do you say that, of her location. So we can do one of two things. We can go and have a conversation with her, or we can turn her in. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and have a conversation with her. The quest is called In My Time of Need. And again, I have the option of speaking with Sadia or inform Alegar of Sadia's location. So I decided to go ahead and have a conversation with her. Find out what the heck is going on.
So, are you working
Oh,
with her?
wait.
You think you can take me? You so much as touch
I'm
me
not
and
trying to
listen
hurt
me
her,
speak.
and she thinks I'm ready to attack her.
I mean it. I'll cut you in.
She's really
So the
paranoid.
Alec here know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me. You can't tell them. Please, I need your help, and there isn't anyone I can trust here in the city.
So, oh my goodness, so I'm not about the money. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell.
She says she's
The
a
men who are
noble.
looking for me, the Alec
Those
here,
men are looking for
they're
her. They're
assassins
assassins on the employ of the Aldmeri
they wish to
Dominion,
exchange my blood for gold.
and they want to exchange my
I
blood
need
for
you to root
gold.
them out
I
and
need
drive
you to
them
root
away before
them
they
out
find
and
me
drive
and
them
drag me
away
back
before
to
they find me
Hammerfell for an
and drive me
execution.
back to Hammerfell for the execution.
They're mercenaries.
They're
Only in it for the
mercenaries
money.
only for
They're
money.
led by a man named Kamata.
They're led by a
Get
man
rid of
named
him, and the rest will
Kamatu.
stay.
Get rid of him and the
I don't
rest.
dare show my
Okay.
face lest they recognize me. So you'll have to find out where they are.
So I guess the question is, do we believe her?
Perhaps you can get it
She
out.
says one of them has been arrested,
Please. I
and
know
so
I'm asking you to
she
do
says
it.
maybe you can
Maybe even
go
dangerous.
talk to
I just
him
don't
and
know
see
who
what
else
you
to
can
do.
find out. So, you know, I guess the question would be, you know, do we believe her enough to go find out what the heck is going on? And so you still have the choice of talking to the prisoner or inform him of her location. So I saw this is a little book under the edge of the bed. I thought maybe it would give me some insight on what to choose, because I don't know what to do here. You know, I'm always worried about doing the wrong thing and end up helping the wrong person and hurting my reputation and doing something bad, because it's not always clear what is a virtuous thing to do and what is a not virtuous thing to do. So I don't always know. Delphine, look at this. Forged numbers, business ledger. I didn't know what that was. And it says I have a bounty. I guess what it was, if I click on it, it says it's trying to do something that I shouldn't be doing. That's not fair. Look at that. It said I committed a crime, and all I did was try to click on a book. I wasn't trying to do anything bad. I think that would have been better if it said, give you, like you click on it and would give you the option to forge numbers or whatever it is that it said that I did. I didn't think this was fair at all. So I had a bounty, and I went ahead and paid the bounty, and it took me up to the Dragon's Reach. And, I guess the good thing is I didn't have to run all the way up here because I needed to go up here to get to the, to talk to the prisoner, which is underneath Dragon's Reach. So I was just annoyed. It's like, that is totally not fair at all. That you get a bounty completely innocently. So I don't know, it just didn't seem fair. And since I was already here, I thought, you know what? There's a skeleton in the water underneath there. It's like, really? That's kind of cool. What else might be down here? So I decided to go find out what's the skeleton doing here and look around real quick. The skeleton had 9 gold on him. I mean, why are they leaving dead bodies laying underneath this area? It looks like a little swimming pool. Like, I didn't see anything. So it's like, okay, thanks for the 9 gold. It was too funny. So anyway, back behind here, in case no one is aware, there is a prison down here. And thought maybe I ought to save before I make any big decisions. Dungeon, I'm sorry. It's Dragon's Reach Dungeon. And this is where they keep prisoners and such. So I come over here and I can't, he's not coming up to the thing here. I can't talk to him. I can't unlock it because I don't have a key. So it's like, oh, come on. So I look around and thought I'd come back over here, maybe talk to the guard. He doesn't have anything to say. The guards are just saying, then I turn around and he's there. It's like, okay, dude, come on.
What are you looking at?
So we tell him we need to find
You have a
Kamadu.
death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
Maybe.
I have dishonored my brothers by being captured.
I dishonored my brothers by being captured, so they left
My
me here.
life with the Alakir is over now.
My life
I have
with
no
the
wish to die in this God's
Alakir.
forsaken
How do you say that? Is
If I can be
over.
released from prison, I may start
If I don't want to die here.
See to that. And I'll tell
He
you
says,
what
if you get me out of here, I'll tell you what you want to know, and it cost me 100 gold. So at this point, we can afford extra 100 gold
you'd better hope
to
you
get him
can.
out. To get him out, right?
Information. Get the
I mean, it's
money
just
into the
100.
hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell
Thankfully, we've been selling stuff and saving our gold.
you,
So,
because I was clumsy enough to be captured.
and look at that,
always says,
Serena popped in
"We're
there.
supposed to be the
Bummer.
best of the best."
Okay, that's all right because we're gonna get him out. And so he tells us the location. Have a good day. So he tells us the location of this other dude that we're supposed to apparently go see or talk to or kill. So I want to pay the prisoner's fine.
If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story. Done.
Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it. Well, I can do my best. Alright. So Serena's kind of popping in and out. We'll get her out of here eventually. And I can't open it.
You buy my way out of here.
You buy my way out of here and I'll tell you what you want to know. I tried. Oh, your fine's been paid. Tell me what I want to know. Okay, here it is. West of Whiterun. I'm assuming little cave called Swindler's
You
Den.
realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out.
And he says they're going to kill me. Well, you'll just wait and see about that.
Not mine.
We got help.
My fine's been paid. Now set me free.
We got a really super buff vampire chick who hangs out with us. So our quest has changed to kill that dude.
Say something?
I said my fine has been paid. Now let
Says
me
my
out.
fine's been paid, let me out.
Right.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I lost my
I see
key.
you have lost my
Might
key.
take me a while to find him.
Take me a while to find them.
It's like, okay, I paid the gold. You should
I'll
just
get
let him
around to it
out.
eventually.
Curse
And now he's mad. Of course, Serena popped right out. At this point, and it's pointing us to that particular location. And it's not super close to where we are, but it's on our map now. Yes, it is kind of close to where we are. But I wasn't really interested in that quest right now. I was more interested in the killing everybody in the sanctuary, and I also wanted to go by my house. Since we picked up all that conundrum, whatever it is, or ingots, I have a ton, and a lot anyway, much more than we had. So that'll help us be able to do some more building on our house, which is my plan here. So we picked up a few quests anyway. Not as many as we really should, because there's a lot of them from here in Whiterun. But we picked up a few. And I thought that this lady sitting on a bench, I thought she had a quest for us.
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside.
Apparently they're having marital problems. Rude, but she's not. I thought she had a quest, but she didn't.
From Skyrim to
She just hates men, particularly her
They're
husband.
only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
She doesn't like any men.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God guilty.
And a grumpy guard. And I just keep hearing this guy talk, and it seemed like there was a quest from someone that's usually standing around here. And that's why I was looking around to see where they were. It's like, okay. Oh, and she was begging for gold, and I went in and gave her one. She asked me one time, and I walked by her.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since.
So someone named Brunnen said she should beg for gold.
She died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good.
She may be worth figuring out at another point.
But I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
This is actually someone we could adopt if we wanted to. I'm not ready to adopt yet. My house is not ready to the point of having children around it. They have to have beds and things, and I'm just not ready for that. So I don't know who. You can adopt children from the orphanage. You can adopt children from various towns. And so I'm not ready for that, but we're getting close. And this person is missing her son.
They say that he was killed, but I know better.
And she swears he's still alive. She's been told that he's dead, but she thinks he's still alive. She says something about the Battleborns, and she says they're in with the Imperials, and they know something about it.
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please.
And she says if you come to her house, she'll tell you the whole story. They can't talk about it in the open. But she says if we follow her to her house, there's a new quest called Missing in Action that she'll tell us about it. So we need, we need to follow her to her house. So we could have either left and come back later, or we can follow her directly there. So I made the decision, go ahead and follow her there, since we are just picking up a handful of quests around here, and this is one of them. So we pick them up. Most of them you have to do something somewhere not in the town that you are picking the quest up from. So I thought I'd pick up a few and get them in our log and get some more things going here. But we definitely need to come back here and talk to just about everybody in this town, because you just don't know. There's quests all over the place.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days.
So her house, she goes in the store over here, and unfortunately it's not unlocked. We have to lockpick it. So I go ahead and do a save just in case we get caught. So I'm going to go ahead and lock. It's a novice lock. I got it on the first try. I actually think a guard tried to stop us. Hopefully we don't have a new bounty. So her other son is freaking the heck out.
She's here to help
And
us
she
find
sues
Thor.
them and say, hey,
How do
this
we know
person is
she's
here to
not
help.
spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish.
And
We can't trust anyone.
poor
Who
guy,
knows what they'll do if they find me
Olvestein
here.
Greymare, he's
I can't take
he's
any more
kind
of this. No weapons,
terrified.
please.
And
Let's
so
just talk.
the mom tells him to calm down.
All
We're just
right.
going to have a conversation. Everything's
So,
fine.
you're
Don't
here to
worry. And so we ask, how can we help?
My brother Thorald, he was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it.
And so he's
The
also
Imperials
convinced
captured him,
he's
and they're
not
holding
dead.
him
The
someplace.
Battleborns know
The
where he's
Battleborns
at.
know where.
He's being
I'd
held.
go and search their house for proof.
He says if
but
we
they
go
want
into
me
their
to.
house
I'd
to
be
find
captured,
proof,
and then
but
we'll never
if
know
he
what
goes out,
happened
he'll
to
be
him.
captured immediately.
So I need someone to find that proof for me.
He needs some help. And he said, sure.
Anything
You know,
that
what do you
confirms
need?
that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive.
We
I
need to
know
find
those
evidence
Battleborns
of
have it.
Thorald's fate.
They'd be hiding
Well, that's
it, of
what we're
course.
going to try
Wouldn't
to
want
do
it
to
get
help.
out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the
Certainly not
Empire
friends
and
of the
Legion are
Battleborn.
well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so
Best if you didn't
Yeah,
mention
I won't tell
anyone
anybody
you
that you're
saw me
here. So the evidence is located in this town, in this case. So we just got to get out of the house here. I decided to go out the same door that we broke into. And when I come out, then I can do a local map, because it was telling me when you're inside another house, it looks like you're inside of a dungeon, and it couldn't tell me where to go. It's like, okay, I didn't mark that quest. It's like, okay, now I can find it. All right, so we're right there. We need to turn right, go into the house of Clan Battleborn. We can do that. Even though we're not very sneaky. It's just a novice. Thought, okay, I can hide. Keep getting detected because I'm not good at this skill. I am not a sneaky person. So we're gonna go ahead and try to break in. We're hidden. It says we are anyway. Pick the lock, which is a novice lock. So you should be able to do this like early on. Yeah, it only took me one lockpick, so no problem. Okay, so we come inside. I don't know if anyone is in here. Stay hidden as much as possible. And I don't know if running, if when you're hidden, if running changes your detection, anybody detecting you. I don't know the answer to that because I don't play this way. So I don't know. Another lock to pick. I'm doing pretty good on lock picks. I got about 64. Don't break this one. Nope, I only broke one. So our lock picking has gone to 33. So that tells us where he's at. So probably, oh, we're gonna have to steal that. So we did find it that we needed, and we need to take this back to Ulvestein. And while I'm here, might as well check and see if there's any good books to read. I didn't see anything worth our time. Look at her. When we sneak, she sneaks. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Again, I have no idea if running when you're in sneak mode effects detection. I thought I heard someone, so I was kind of freaking out. It looks like we got in and out, no problem. So now it doesn't matter, we don't have to sneak anymore. We just gotta go back to their house and give them the information.
They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Still sneak mode. I don't need to do that. I'm a completely innocent citizen. Finally, the door is unlocked, so I have to break in again. Thank you. So, where'd they go? Yeah, he's kind of staying hidden because he's really worried. So, we give him the proof.
I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9. It's worse than I thought. So,
Northwatch Keep.
Then we know
That's
where
where his brother is.
I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters.
So we have a number of options. It says you stay hidden, I'll take care of it. Let me see if I can bring him back myself, or we can join him. So, I mean, there's different ways I could have done this, and I just said I'll join you. I don't think we're going to, he just says I'll meet you at the keep. So, you know, it's on our quest log. He'll be there whenever we are ready for it. And at that point is probably a good place. We're going to go, we're not going to go there. Look how far, it's way north. So we're not going to go there right now. We are going to destroy the Dark Brotherhood next. That is our next thing that we are going to do. So I'm very excited about that because I forgot about that. I forgot about that quest. I thought I had already completed it. So I was really mad at myself, but bummed. So that's what we're going to be doing next, is we're going to destroy the Dark Brotherhood. So I really do want to thank you so much for following me on this journey that I'm on. Your encouragement is much desired, so make comments and to keep me going here. So thank you for following me along this whole entire journey. I appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, because that's going to let me continue on and keep doing what I'm doing. Me and Serena are going to take this for as long as we can and see where this journey takes us. So thanks again. Most importantly, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.